Good evening, OLFMs. Happy Poutine Thursday. Hey, I've got some delicious poutine just waiting for me here from Alchemy Brewing back here in Kamloops. And today's beer, though, I should say, is a Jasper the Bear Ale that I picked up at the Jasper Brewing Company on my way back from Edmonton. And they are highly recommended if you get a chance to stop by there sometime in Jasper. Busy week, of course, at OL, a shortened week with the long weekend. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. A few resources to share with you today. First of all, for students, a number of people in the OL team have been working on this tremendous resource called Learning Without Walls. And really, it's a resource designed for all TRU students, but primarily for those students learning remotely for the first time. But I think that there's a lot of resources in this Moodle site that will be of help to some of your students, especially if they're students who are taking courses from OL for the very first time. So I'll include the link to that in my email from tonight. Also, a wonderful resource that has come out recently is an adaptation of an OER called Teaching Without Walls. And Melissa Jakubik and Michelle Harrison did a great update of this for TRU, and it's called Teaching Without Walls at TRU, a practical guide with tools, tips, and techniques, and sharing their expertise about moving from a face-to-face course to a remote learning course. But lots of stuff in there that's really interesting, and I think you might find that helpful to you as well. If you were following the TRU news, you'll have noticed that there was a town hall earlier today, and I expect that that will be posted online for people to refer to back later if you didn't get a chance to watch it today. Town hall with really the president, but also the provost and VP Finance and a number of other university administrators. Started off with a brief presentation from the president, but then really turned into a fairly extensive Q&A. And so some good information in there about where we're at TRU moving forward. I think the very good news is enrollment for international students was really only down about 15%, I think is what it was. And on-campus enrollment just dipped very slightly. I think it was somewhere around 2%. And of course, when you factor in the increasing enrollments in open learning as well, really the university has moved from thinking it was in a really sort of dire spot in terms of deficit for the year ahead. Now the projections are really closer to a $3 million deficit. So that's very, very good news. And the layoffs that had expected to be pretty significant at TRU really have been quite minimal, and not to minimize the impact on certain departments and of course for those people who were laid off. But I think it was really looking like it could be a lot worse. So that's quite good news. The other thing that I thought was really good about the town hall today was really a lot of discussion about OL, and OL front and center in terms of thinking of it as one of the things that gives TRU, of course, a particular edge right now in dealing with the challenges of remote teaching, but also really a sign that OL is going to be one of the divisions of the university that really is going to be key to our moving forward. So that was very good to hear, and you can go back and watch the town hall if you haven't seen it yet. Some good questions and answers in there about the health and the future of TRU. And I think it was all done quite well. So the other thing I was going to add about today, I guess, is that, as one of the things that was mentioned in the town hall is that we are really continuing to work on strategic planning for open learning. And we'll have more to share with you as we move forward with that. But really have had lots of great discussions, had another leadership meeting this afternoon, looking at each area and thinking what we can do to really move forward and think about the future of open learning and where are places where we need to add resources and how can we reconfigure some things. So exciting times for us. And I think the thing I will share is that in all of these conversations, front and center is what can we do to better support open learning faculty members? what can we do to better support students and increase student success, and what are some things that we can do to really improve things like turnaround time on developing new courses, on helping students register, on increasing our reach across the country in terms of partnerships, including recruitment, all of those things. So it's an exciting time in the midst of a really uncertain time for all of us as well. As we go into month, I don't know, 6, 7, it's all a blur to me now, of working remotely. But exciting times, and it feels really good to be here and to be part of TRU as we move forward. So I hope you're having a wonderful week. As always, please do continue to communicate with us about issues that arise and questions you have. And I've making some significant progress on the inbox of despair over the last few days. So I am definitely trying to get back to a number of you who are waiting for emails from me, and I will get to you very, very soon. So take good care. Please look after yourselves and the people you love, and and other people too. We'll see you here again next week. And again, happy Poutine for Thursday. Think of the farmers. Cheers. Have a good night.